we have peahens today. These are the culprits who've been eating the tomatoes. Probably the strawberries too, Grandma says. So yeah, I'm going to give you a quick tour here. What's going on? We'll start with the exciting stuff that has come up so much. We have cilantro and dill. A lot of dill. We planted some more cilantro in there to fill in the gaps. And then we have beets. This is thinned. I thinned it today. Then right here we have arugula. And I suppose I'll turn this around the way I'm looking at it, so it makes more sense to me. That's arugula. We had a little bit of that today. Oh my gosh, that is the best arugula I've ever had in my life. Just deep, rich, buttery flavor. We have one lettuce head and one lettuce sproutling, and maybe another one over there in the corner. I don't know. We'll see. And then over here, I replanted spinach because none of it came up. I didn't replant the tarragon back over there because, well, it's getting a little late. I did replant some more carrots. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some more. We have over here the acorn squash. And we have some acorn squash under here. Growing quite nicely. Over there, we have an okra. And a little okra right there. I'll show you the other one later. More beets. More beans and peas. Went ahead and gathered about a dozen and a half of those today. Fig tree is growing up. Neighbors cut out their juniper, which is kind of cool, but kind of not, because it was there forever. And then, let's see. We'll go over here. We took out the corn, which we missed the picking season by a couple of weeks, so they were no good. But oh well. I think they would have been had we gotten them at the right time. We still have in there the beans and squash, and you'll notice that you have two little runners here. Those are squash that have grown clear over there. And we took out the other squash and extended the bed here, the walkway a little bit here. Ran out of bark chips, so we'll see what we can do later. And that's the volunteer tomato plant that is taking over. Oh my gosh. Actually, it is producing currently the best tomatoes here in the garden, which is good. Hey, you can see another squash over there. Didn't get them all. There's a butternut squash there, and there's another one over there that I didn't harvest yet. And then these giant behemoths over here, these things that look like onions, are chives that have gone well out of hand. And I'm leaving them because they're good, even the way they are. And then over here we have lots and lots of basil. There's a hole over there where there was another basil plant that fell over, and it got so big it fell over. Grandma harvested that. Took it to Bridge. It's the late tomato we planted, along with the one over there on the right-hand side of that top bed. And then we have blueberries still, and just added more dirt to the sweet potatoes. Oh, and the little avocado plant over there. Show you the other sweet potatoes. They're still doing quite well. A little sweet potato and yam, or yam and sweet potato. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we pull them up. The rosemary is getting quite tall over there. About time to top it out again. Brussels sprouts are getting really big, but again, the Brussels sprouts just aren't coming, so we're probably going to get rid of those, sometime during the winter. And then I'm going to show you the okra. We harvested one there and one there, but we have another one growing here, and another one growing here, and another one growing there. And it's kind of interesting. They come up between the main stem and the individual branches. So we learned a lot about this, in that they only grow about a foot big around, and then they are harvested right up the center of the plant. So I'm thinking we can fit them in rows of 3, fairly tightly packed. So we're probably going to use one of these tiered beds over here and fill up the entire bed next season, so that you get enough at one time to be able to use, as opposed to one per plant per harvest. Because by the time the next one's ready to harvest, well, the first one's too big and too, You've had okra, you know what I mean. You haven't, well, what you gonna do? And then I am gonna we harvest a whole bunch of stuff, bunch of beets and squash and all sorts of stuff. And I'm gonna run back in the back real quickly. Something has taken to, there's the peahens again. Something has taken to eating all of the strawberries as soon as they get ripe. So I have given Grandma standing instructions to go ahead and eat them as quickly as she can, because they do not make it to the weekends when we get here. But I did want to show you. We just finished watering. And I just finished weeding this whole bed. And just look at this sea of strawberry plants. Yes. That is from 6 strawberry plants. What was it, 3 months ago? Something like that? Ugh, crazy. And the the little lime bush really wants to take off and become a tree, and we're not letting it, so that's like a month's worth of growth. We're going to have to get in there and top it out again. So that's pretty much it. Oh, hey, no, it's not. One more thing you might want to see. We have these 80-gallon composters. Thank you, Seth. And they produce far less than 80 gallons of compost by the time you're done, but you can put up to 80 gallons of stuff in it. And when you're done, you have that. That's 2 foot by 2 foot by about a foot deep. So what's that work out to? 4 square feet? 4 cubic feet, I mean? Not a lot, but that is pure compost there. So we'll be able to mix that in with the topsoil when we go to backfill this thing, which we're going to hopefully get done in the near future. I don't know if we're going to get it done in time to actually plant beans and peas this season. We'll see. And until next time, that's it. I'm done. Panoramic of the canyon, which already needs more work. Goodbye.